Do you want to know what makes football the greatest game ever invented, specifically college football? It's because of the finite amount of opportunities that you get to prove yourself. You guys want to expand the playoff? The playoff is all season long. The Super Bowl takes place every Saturday in the fall. Now, the current product of college football is far from the thing I grew up with, but it still just means more. In the NBA, you're not even halfway done with the playoffs, and you've already played more games than an entire college football season. That adds to the allure. Every game, every play means so much. 10 years ago, you could literally have a perfect season and still not get the nod to play for the national championship. Things have changed a little bit. Well, I mean, they've changed a lot, but you need to be nearly perfect. And I like that. I like the stakes being high the entire season. That's what makes college football so great. So with the current structure, you have teams that are 9-3 who lost a quarter of their games saying, this is unfair. We're one of the best teams. No, you're not. You have teams that lost twice saying we're being punished for losses in September. Yes, correct. That is exactly what's happening. You can't lose. My unbiased opinion is that the playoff should be 4 teams. Now, if you made it 8, 12, 16, 24, 64, I will still watch. The bias here is that I'm obsessed with college football and going to watch all the games that I can. So more games equals happier me. I'll come in here, complain about it, walk into the next room, and watch it the rest of the day. So yeah, the fan in me, more football, more watching, more happy. But I don't even really see the argument for 12. And you know what? Neither do you. You have so many people coming on here and saying it should be 16. Go ask that person right after they say that, how many teams do you think could win a national championship this year? I don't think anyone would say more than 5 or 6. I think the general consensus would actually be 4, which is hilarious because maybe we had it right all along. But if you don't think 16 teams can win a national championship, why would they have the chance to play for one? Allow me to reiterate, they were playing for one the entire season. It's only 12 games. It's what makes it so special. Hearing all these people complain, it's like we're going in this loop and just continuing to miss the point. Is Notre Dame one of the 12 best teams in the country? Yeah, I think so. But that's clearly an oversimplification of the situation. Should it just be the top 12 teams and forget everything else? Like, yeah, sure, that's an opinion, but we could go opinions for opinions all day, or we could just look at the facts. If Notre Dame beat Miami, this isn't a conversation. If Notre Dame beat Texas A&M, this isn't a conversation. If Notre Dame's biggest win this year wasn't against a 9-3 USC team at home, this wouldn't be a conversation. If Notre Dame played a top 20 strength of schedule, this wouldn't be a conversation. If Notre Dame played in a conference, this wouldn't be a conversation. None of those things happened, so it was a conversation. And unfortunately, the conversation was about them and a team that they happened to play this year and lose to. There are also people talking about how the Notre Dame-Miami game was so early in the season, like that shouldn't count as much as other games. Notre Dame is actually the only team in the country that cannot complain about something like that. They have more of a say in their schedule than literally any other team. But I'm sure the Irish will take this to heart when making their schedule for next year. Wait, it's already out and they don't play anyone early in the season or for the rest of the year for that matter. Play a tougher schedule and then we won't have any of these problems. Or just win all your games, which they'll probably do next year. Everyone's talking about the 2026 revenge tour for Notre Dame. Yeah, bad day to be Navy, right? Wouldn't want to be Rice right now, okay? You got 9-3 Texas getting up here saying, we're getting punished for playing a tough out-of-conference game in Ohio State. No, you're getting punished for losing. If you didn't lose that game, you wouldn't be getting punished. You're not getting punished for playing in it. You're getting punished for losing. Any other questions? Actually, that's not even true. You're getting punished for losing 2 other games on top of that one. One of those to a 4-8 team. Actually, I'm wrong again. You're getting punished for not looking like a good football team the entirety of the season. For going toe-to-toe with mediocre teams, for losing a quarter of your games. That's what you're getting punished for. A lot of people are questioning whether or not Alabama should have got punished for losing the SEC championship. For starters, if you think that, then you think the championship weekend shouldn't exist. Because you earned the opportunity to play in that game over other teams, and then you get punished for losing an additional game while those other teams that you made it in over are sitting on the couch. It doesn't really make any sense. Obviously, something needs to change about these conference championship games, and they should probably just go away with them. Because what is the point? It's like a risk-free game. Obviously, the winner gets something, but if you lose, you don't get knocked down at all. Like it doesn't make any sense. I agree with that. You know who didn't get punished for losing in the conference championship? Ohio State. If they had lost 2 games in the regular season and then they also lost the conference championship, I mean, who knows where we'd be? But we're not talking about that because that didn't happen. Because because they took care of business. They won every game in the regular season. I think I just solved college football. Just win every game. Why is there so much ambiguity in the selection process? Why are we getting punished for playing tough teams out of conference? And so many other things that we're hearing today, like just win every game. Those were the rules in 2011 when there were only 2 teams playing for a national championship. Those were the rules in 2015 when it was moved to 4 teams playing for a national championship. And those are the rules in 2025. The leash just keeps getting longer. Now you can lose 1 game and you won't have to worry about anything else. In 2011, you could win every game and you still maybe wouldn't make it. In the 4-team era, like you maybe got 1 loss depending on some other things. Now you get 1 loss. Again, the leash just keeps getting longer and longer. You can lose a game, but that's it. You can only lose 1. If you lose more than 1, you're leaving a lot up to chance, and therefore giving up your right to complain about anything. I haven't heard a word about Ohio State today because they took care of business all season long. College football is a special game. Pretty much everything has changed about the product that I grew up watching and loving. But one thing that we still have, as much as we try to dilute it, you need to win. It just means more. But that is the one thing I keep coming back to with all these people complaining. It's like, where were you in 2012? Were we watching the same thing? Like my brother Al Davis once said, just win, baby. If I'm Notre Dame, I'm taking down Play Like a Champion today, and I'm throwing that puppy up, and maybe we wouldn't be in this situation. That's all I got for you today.